What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory. We got a lot going on the club and in the club. As you can see, we're nearly at 700,000 coins. You're going to see a lot of where some of those coins came from very shortly, because we're a little higher than we was yesterday, and we've improved the club a lot since yesterday. Again, some of that you will see, and some of it I just completely forgot to record because I was doing it on my own account. We've got David Alaba. We packed him from a league SBC. We've got Gomez. We packed him from a league SBC. Other than that, mostly just fitness cards on my trade pile at the moment. I put a whole bunch of them on because they're just selling for a good amount right now, simply because squad fitness cards are booming in price again. But I have completed some league SBCs, and I want to talk to you guys about what we're going to do going forwards regarding the icons. Now, you'll see some of the league SBC stuff here today, and some of it you won't see because some of it's just pointless. If I get a pack and it's just dead, I'm not going to show that to you. And I think I collected maybe the Serie A SBC and didn't show. So we've got 88 Skriniar. We've got 87 Brahimi. We've got 87 Rabiot because we completed the French league. We've got 86 Vardy and Carrasco and Musa. I've got this 86 Collins now, and we played with him in 3 games in the weekend league. He comes on as a sub. He hasn't done much for me just yet, but that's because he's coming on late in the game. I've got a couple of rage quits like a few minutes after he came on, and yeah. But we went and got him, and again, you'll see that a little later on in the video. We got Ducouré, and then lots of other league SBCs. And oh yeah, let me have a look at that Schweinsteiger real quick, because he's got quite a nice card now, if we're being perfectly honest. I don't think the Screamer boosts are very good. I got Norwood as well. He's terrible, right? But we got him just from completing the other weekly objective. His pace and defending is so good, but giving him something that will boost dribbling and physical, which there isn't unless we also put shooting on, can make him exceptional. Or giving him something to boost dribbling and passing, which there is the artist, would actually make him a really good player. So I'll try and utilize and use him as often as possible where I can. As I said, we've got almost 700,000 coins, and once David Alaba sells and once Gomez sells, we'll be well in excess of 700,000 coins, which obviously gets us to a position where we're only a couple 100k away from David De Gea. However, we're now in a position where I'm about to start cashing in again. So I did the Serie A, as I said, and we've done 6 out of the 20 teams already. I did the Premier League twice in about a day, because the Premier League, other than Cardiff and City, and Cardiff right now is quite cheap, but the Premier League other than Cardiff and City is really cheap, like really cheap. I think Wolves also might be a little bit. Let me just get onto FUTBin and go to the leagues and have a look at the Premier. So the Premier League's down at 250 from scratch, which I don't even think is that much if you buy the players sensibly. Cardiff is actually down to 30k, the lowest it's been in a very long time. Manchester City is up at 50k, which is actually not, and I'll show you why during Bayern here. And then, yeah, Wolves are like 13k. But generally speaking, I think Spurs were a little bit as well. Spurs were like, Spurs were like 14k. But with the packs you get back and stuff, it's a good league SBC to do. So we've nearly done that again. I've just got to do City and Cardiff again. But I didn't want to rush through, like with Serie A. Now that I've completed it, I'm not just going to go and do it and buy all of them. I'm still going to stick to my guns of getting 7 players per team before I go and do it. And we'll go from there, right? So I don't have 7 players from any of the teams that I've got left. We've got to go back into the grind, which I'm going to show you. And then French League we completed, and I don't think I've started. Okay, so I've done 6 more of them. Liga Santander, we just need Valladolid, and I don't want to do those just yet because although I'm close to finishing it, the Valladolid players are expensive. Oh wait, I've done Valladolid. Wait, do I have Huesca only? I thought I had done Huesca. Wow, I haven't done Huesca. Do I have more Huesca players? Hold on. I might be able to finish this one here today as well, because Huesca is not like Valladolid is the most expensive one, and Huesca is the second most expensive. And I have one of the centre-backs that I packed last night, and those are the expensive players. So if I go for the La Liga, I might be doing this right here as well, guys. And it's really important to the core of the grind that we do. I know you guys love that word. Huesca is coming in right now, apparently, at 46k. And we've got Pulido, who is one of the more expensive players. Oh, he's actually not. He's like 4k. So, yeah, we need 5 players from Huesca. I might go and have a look to see if we can complete this now, but I would rather grind for it. Although 5 players just to bite the bullet, get it done, and then go back into it. And the reason why I'm completing Bayern and I completed the Premier League and the French League is because I'm at that stage with golds where I can do most of the whole league all over again. So Athletic Club, we've got the whole team. Atletico Madrid, an expensive one, so we don't have much of those. Leganes, we've already got 6 of the 11. Alaves, we've got the whole team. Barcelona would need to grind for again. Getafe, we've got the whole team. Girona, we've got the whole team. Levante, we've got the whole team. Valladolid, we've already got one of the players back again. Vallecano, we've got the whole team. Celta, we've got the whole team. Espanyol, we've got the whole team. Real Betis, we've got 7 of the team already. Real Madrid, we won't have unless they use Team of the Years. Real Sociedad, we've got the whole team. Eibar, we've got the whole team. I've basically got, other than like 4 teams, Sevilla completed. Valencia, almost done. Villarreal, completed. We've basically got the entire League SBC. And this is where the grind starts paying off of all of the upgrades and all of the small gold packs that you get from those terrible League SBCs where people are like, why are you doing these ones? They don't mean, getting that 84 rated Australian League player, he doesn't mean anything. Well, he does when I've got like legitimately about 80% of the entire League SBC completed again, which means I'm going to be able to get all of those packs again. So I'm going to be able to get a Prime Gold Players Pack and a Mega Pack and a Premium Election Players Pack and a Small Rare Gold Players Pack. And all of these things will start stacking up the club again. And then if we hit something big along the way, that 720,000 coins that we'll be at or so once my trade pile sells will now push up towards 800,000 and we'll get close to De Gea. Now, so I might just go and do La Liga's Huesca since we only need to buy 5 teams. It might cost me 20k, but it will actually benefit me in the long run. Now, for the Bundesliga and why the teams aren't necessarily what they say they are on FUTBIN is because FUTBIN doesn't take into consideration the special card glitch. And so when we go to the Bundesliga, it says that Bayern Munich is 36,000 coins. And to be fair, it has actually cost me about 36,000 coins because I bought Robben. But as you can see here, I've got Renato Sanchez and Rafinha blue cards, as well as Renato Sanchez and Rafinha gold cards. So all I actually had to buy from this whole team was Tolisso, Goretzka, and Robben. I had everything else, and then I had to buy a cam to centre forward card. So Robben was like 15k, Goretzka was like 3k, and Tolisso was like 3k as well. So that's all like 6, so 21 plus. Yeah, so it actually only cost me like 25k. We get a Prime Gold Players Pack back from this, which it doesn't matter whether or not we pack anything good. Like the part of the League SBC process isn't expecting things out of the pack. It's just about continually replenishing the club of lots of items. And then once again, more importantly, we get ourselves an 86 rated card. And the reason why that's more importantly is because of what I want to talk to you about with regards to icons. And that puts us up to 693. So something just sold. And now once again with Bundesliga, quite like the La Liga, not to the level of La Liga, I don't believe, but quite like La Liga, we have a whole bunch of players from most of the clubs. So Dortmund, we basically got done. Augsburg, only 4 there. Bayern, we obviously just did, so we don't have those. Frankfurt, we've got 10 of the 11. Hanover, only 4 there. Hertha Berlin, we have 8 of the 11. Leverkusen, we have 7 of the 11. Borussia Mönchengladbach, we have 8 of the 11. Leipzig, we have 9 or 10 of the 11. Schalke, we have 6 of the 11. Freiburg, only 3. But all in all, for every single team, if we combine the whole set of players, we've got about 50 to 60%, maybe a little bit more, maybe 60 to 70% of the Bundesliga SBC done completely again. And so when we do those with just items that we've got in the club, because we don't have to pay for those, that's where we start gaining the coins back. And that all comes from the grind session. So we sold 11 items. Hopefully lots. So Gomez sold, Barbosa sold. Wow. The left back, what's his name? Can't remember his name off the top of my head. David Alaba, he didn't sell. That's interesting. I thought he would have been one that got out of here. So this guy's not selling there. I've tried to relist these guys 2 or 3 times now. Let's pop in for 200, see if he sells. This guy we're going to discard. I'm really, really happy with where my account is right now. Let's drop him down to 24,500, see if he sells off the back of that one. Subotic didn't sell. We're going to relist all of those items. I'm hoping, first of all, I'm hoping that David Alaba sells straight away. But let's open that Prime Gold Players pack that we got for completing Bayern Munich. And yeah, I want to show you the icons and the thought process with the icons. So no walkout. Boards would be great, no boards. But the reason why, and this is where I think a lot of people get confused. A lot of people would look at this and be like, oh, damn, dude, like, that's sad or whatever. But it's not, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 here with Tommy, Kravinovic, Lovren, and Andre Gomez. 4 League SBC cards. And we've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 League SBC cards in the duplicate section, which the fact that I already have these as duplicates goes to show you how much of each league I've got completed specifically for the golds and for the bronzes because of the bronze pack method. And it's mostly just the silvers in every single team that I have missing. And that's why the bronze pack to silver upgrade method is so pivotal, because getting those silver cards can save you tens, if not hundreds of thousands of coins, whilst making you tens, if not hundreds of thousands of coins. So although we didn't get anything good out of that specific pack, we still made some good coins. We're nearly at 700,000 coins, and we've got a good run of League SBCs to go through again when I get into it. But so here's something with the icons. So I think, you know, the icon debacle of EA yesterday is going to be something that I don't know how it's going to go or where it's going to go. I assume, in my understanding of how EA generally work, I assume that what's going to happen is it's just going to get ignored. Eventually people will forget about it. A new promo will come out, or team of the season will come out, and that will be that, right? So I'm not, like, if I want to get Prima Vieira, which is what, you know, I wanted to go for Prima Vieira SBC for my club, right? That was my next addition to the club. If I want to buy him, if I want to purchase him off the market, he's 8 million coins. So I can't buy that card now. EA priced me out of that Patrick Vieira card. So that leaves us getting his 91 rated card. Now, his 91 rated card is 2.5 million on the market, which again is something that's just really hard to get to, even for me in the way that I'm running this account, especially considering the fact that I want Kevin De Bruyne Team of the Year next, and Patrick Vieira is also going to be one card that I want. But his SBC is 2.4 million. However, because of the league upgrade system, we can shave so many coins off of that. Like, honestly, I'd say probably with the fact that we already have an icon in the club and the fact that we already have so many high-rated cards, we can shave probably 1.5 million off of that, to the point where it will cost me 1 million coins or so from scratch. And what we've done already is we've done the first 2 segments because they're from the bronze and silvers. World class I've got built. I might have some gaps in this. Yeah, 1 gap there. I just need the 2 informs to complete world class, and I'm going to do that as I go. I'm not going to like rush in to buy these. Iconic, we have Van der Sar, and I'm going to turn him in right now, and we're going to open that 100k pack as well. That Van der Sar, it's an okay card. We're a first owner Road to Glory now. We're not a first owner, sorry, so we can go and purchase that anytime we like. And just by completing those segments there, we're now at 2 million coins needed for the rest of it, right? Now, the big stumbling block for Patrick Vieira is the informs, because we need so many. And it's made me change my thoughts on foot swaps. I was going to go and get the Icon SBC for foot swaps for 2 reasons. Number one, if it's a great icon, if it's a Ronaldo or Vieira, brilliant. Or a Eusebio or a Pele, brilliant. I get to use them and have fun with them. If it's a bad icon, I get to put them into an icon SBC. The problem is I don't really care for any icon SBCs going forward. You know, now that Hullet isn't his primer card and Eusebio isn't his primer card, the only icons I was going to do after Vieira was Maldini, Hullet, and Eusebio. Well, they've ruined the will for me to want to do Hullet and Eusebio because they're not their prime moments. And that was an important part of why I wanted those cards. I really wanted to grind towards those cards. I don't care about the prime icons of those versions because Team of the Years and Team of the Seasons will be as good or better. Maybe not for Hullet, but I don't want to do that card. And that leaves me wanting to do just one more icon, like wanting one more icon out of all of these icons that we have. And that is going to be Maldini. But with that being said, I already have the best 2 centre-backs in the game. The only reason why I would potentially do Maldini is so that we could play Varane out at right back. Or, you know, I know a lot of the pros are playing him out there, but with Team of the Season coming along, I don't even think I care for that. I think I've already gone past Maldini, haven't I? No, I haven't. Wow. Yeah, I don't even care to do that. So I'm thinking to myself, with the League SBC stuff that we're doing, which during Team of the Season is going to be brilliant, by the way, because it's really going to allow us to pack Team of the Seasons along the way. Lothar Matthäus would be good. A lot of people recommend Lothar Matthäus to me, and this card is brilliant. The problem is he's short, and I don't want to have Kante and Matthäus as my two CDMs because they're both too short. So I need someone big in that CDM role, which is why I've kept Ballack for so long and why I wanted that Hullet card. But yeah, Maldini, guys, if we get Maldini, I mean, we could play Maldini at right back if we wanted to. I probably wouldn't, but yeah, we could go and play Ramos or Varane or Van Dijk at right back. But again, I don't want to, but if I did do Maldini, I could start grinding towards him. I have an extra icon for him. So I already have 2 more icons that are dead icons in my club to the point where I don't really need, wait, didn't I go into the transfer list there? Yeah, I don't really need the icons anymore. So from FootSwap, I'm now sitting there thinking, would it be more beneficial for me to actually go and get the informs from FootSwap, because they can serve a much bigger purpose. An 87 inform for me, what can you get? You can get the 87 with 3, another 87 makes 8, and Robertson makes 14. So you can get an 86 and 2 87 rated informs for the 14 tokens instead. And I think I'm going to go for that. Not because I want to play with them, but because I will put those 3 informs towards Patrick Vieira, which will save me a whole bunch of coins. And then on top of that, I was thinking about completing Robert Pires. And this is where the League SBC grind comes in quite big. Pires is a very, very cheap icon to complete. He comes in the, as an SBC, like 450k or so, right? Like really, really cheap. Where is he? Robert Pires. He's up to 550k. I guess the market has spiked a little bit. The 86 rated squad is 220k supposedly. We have it done. With League SBCs. All I would have to do is buy Glick and buy Lopez, and then Vardy, who we can just get again, Rabiot, who we can get again, Carrasco, who we can get again. Basically, 5 of those 5 players in there we can get again. Ilicic, of course, we could just buy if we wanted to use him. He serves no purpose in my team anyway. He'd never play for me. And if there was an objective that required Serie A cards, don't worry, we can just go and buy him back. Robertson, the same. I know, when I put this in and I was on stream, people were like, dude, not him. No, why not? I have Team of the Year Marcelo and the road to the final Alonso for my left backs. I don't need this Robertson card. And with Team of the Season, probably 2-3 weeks away at most, he's going to get a blue card very soon. This card means nothing to me. Jovino is definitely one that I kind of look at and I'm like, oh, this card's it's nice. It's got good in games. I haven't used it yet. I won't use it anyway. You know, we have to be ruthless here. Munir in there as well is fine. And then for the League SBCs, the reason why, again, doing the League SBCs is super, super, super important is because I now have the luxury of getting towards... I could complete Pires, and I'll explain why Pires in a second. But I could complete Pires, and I could do, with those 3 informs that we get from foot swaps, I could start completing so many Patrick Vieira teams other than probably the 89 and the 88s with these cards. Look at what I already have on the bench. Now, the ones to watch is you might be like, oh, not those, but we're coming towards the end of the season. They're never going to get massive upgrades anymore. They serve no purpose unless EA require them for like Player of the Year SBC or something. And so all of these cards now would be something that I can use. This is like an 87 rated team, an 86 rated team, pretty much complete. So if we went and bought Glick and we went and bought Lopez, we would have the first segment of Pires done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and buy Glick and I'm going to go and buy Lopez because we're going to start completing Robert Pires. And the reason why Pires, initially, I just wanted to see what rating I had in terms of a team. I was like, I was looking at, what I had available in the club. And I was like, wow, I can complete an 86 rated squad. And I was like, wow, Pires is an 86 rated squad. He requires no informs in any of his teams. After this, it's an 85, an 84, and an 83. We'd be able to complete the 85 with the stuff we've got left. We'll be able to complete the 84 with the stuff we've got left. We'll be able to complete the 83 with stuff that we pack. The bronze and silver teams are going to be able to be done really, really easy. So it's only going to be the world-class section. It's going to be those 2 informs that are going to have us coming up short. But I'm going to basically be able to complete Robert Pires via league upgrade method. And for me, what I've decided to do now to give more purpose to the league upgrade method, because now I have no reason for saving cards for Prima Hullet or Prima Eusebio or Prima Maldini or Prima Vieira, because obviously I'm not doing those anymore. I can go and get this Pires completed because I'm an Arsenal fan. He won't make it into my team necessarily. It's not a terrible card. It's not a great card. At 6'2" with 4-star, 4-star, that's very nice. His dribbling and passing are nice. His shooting's good. His pace is great. He's got okay stamina. He's not a terrible card. He's a fun card. But if we start going for Pires and Vieira and... where are we? We already have Henry, of course. And if we also start going for... Jesus Christ, where are these icons, man? If we also start grinding towards... I'm not going to do Ronaldinho or anything like that, or any of those guys. Or Ronaldo. Obviously, this card is amazing. I'm not spending 6 million coins on this SBC. It can sod off. If we also go for Petite Primer, and we go for... where is he? Dennis Bergkamp Primer. We could get all of the Arsenal icons and grind towards them through the League Upgrade SBC. I think that's all the Arsenal icons. So that's what I think I'm going to do with the League SBC cards that we continually get. And then through Team of the Season, it will make it a lot easier to do it. And at the same time, we're not sabotaging the non-first owner road to glory. We're staying grinding coins. We're staying picking up coins. And we're staying working towards our best team. Which, as I said, once we can complete Vieira, he'll replace Michael Ballack. Once we get Kevin De Bruyne Team of the Year, he'll replace Aouar. And once we get Team of the Year David De Gea, he'll replace regular David De Gea. At that point, that team is like all but done. And then it's about, just how we have fun with the rest of the account through Team of the Season and through the Icon SBCs that are available. So that's my plan for the account. This is going to be quite a long video now because I am going to go into some gameplay and go into some like SBCs and such. But what is that? Is that Kadira? I think he's extinct as an 85. I think he's like 18k. That's a really nice pack if he is. We get Kieran Trippier in there as well. So he's not extinct, but he is 18k, which is really, really nice. And then again, from this, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra players from League SBCs that I didn't already have. And it just saves me having to buy those cards. And the League SBC grind and the Icon SBC grind and all of the grinds that I do because I grind hard, they all come into fruition now, which is brilliant. So we get a 100k pack. We do get a walkout. What's it going to be for us? It's just a gold walkout. Is it going to be big? Spanish. Centre back Ramos as Piliqueta. PK or Ramos would have been great. As Piliqueta, it's nice for an 86 rated. We get to sell him now and move on. But what we got for him, 28k. That again is a nice 28k that will lead us towards David De Gea Team of the Year. And just lastly, I'm in that position where I'm actually extremely close to David De Gea Team of the Year, even though it doesn't look like it. His card right now, well, last night when I was checking on stream, it was 940k, and it's currently in my luck. It's like, oh no, it's 930k now. So it's trending downwards. I guess people are preparing for Team of the Season or whatever, selling their clubs out. So it's trending downwards. And I know some people disagree with whether or not I should buy Team of the Year David De Gea as a meantime thing toward Kevin De Bruyne. I think I'm going to, regardless of what you guys think or want. But once David Alaba sells and we get that 25k coins, that puts us to like 740. I don't think there's anything too major on here outside of that. Oh, that Kadira will put us to 750, almost 760 with everything else on the trade pile. So I'm about 170,000 coins short. Now, just because, again, of the league upgrades, remember a couple of days ago we did the account tour and I had about 7 pages or 8 pages of rare gold cards that I could have discarded for about 60 to 70,000 coins. Well, now, not only do I have a whole bunch of 84s and 83s back in the club, but I'm now up to, I don't even know, maybe 15 pages, maybe 20 pages of rare golds. Now, if we don't take into consideration page 1 and we count that as like an expensive page of players because they're the 83s and the Team of the Years that I've got and stuff, once we get to the last page of the rare golds, page 18, so let's say we have 16 pages of golds that will discard or sell at around 750 to 800 coins. Let's even say they all sell for 750 coins. That's 120,000 coins. So just from my rare golds now, that leaves me about 50k short of David De Gea. If we then take into consideration the common golds and all the silvers that I've got that are sellable, you know, I've got that Huesca centre back that's worth like 15, 16k. We could go through, and again, this is where it's going to be important, and this is why I'm thinking about spending the coins to finish the La Liga, because for the 20 or so thousand that it will cost me to complete this Huesca card, maybe 30,000 coins that it might cost me to complete Huesca, I'll be able to go through the whole League SBC again, which will make me far more than the 30,000 coins because of how many cards I already have, which will get me even closer to David De Gea really, really quick. So I think I'm going to do that, but we'll save that for the next episode. So for now, guys, we're going to go and get into some gameplay. I will be right back. All right, guys, as we go into the gameplay, I know I was live a second ago, just to clear some stuff up with yesterday's video. Apologies on the audio. I have a mixer, and if I do this and this, now the mic's going to be really low, and now the mic's going to be really high. It's taken me some time to set the mixer up properly, so apologies on the audio in the last video. And my tongue's getting better, as some of you can hear. I have an ulcer, and it's very annoying. Speaking of things that are annoying, apologies on the audio though, guys. You know, I listened to it back, and I just can't fix it. Once it's screwed, and it's either I don't upload the video, which would be really bad because it was an important video, or I upload it with bad sound. So that's where we're at. Yeah, speaking of things that are really annoying, I get this comment far too much, considering I've answered it far too many times. Joey says, do you really want to splash so many coins on a goalkeeper when the normal De Gea is already so good? And, I want to be thorough here. And, Joey, this is not personal to you because you're one of many that has said this. And I've answered it so many times, and I'm going to have to do it again. And I wish there was a situation. I wish you could put in the chat ! Goalkeeper, and it would just pop up this little clip here, right? I don't care for Team of the Year De Gea, generally speaking. He's not my next go-to guy. My next go-to guy is De Bruyne. However, on the way to De Bruyne, I'm going to be in a situation where I have around 1 million coins because I need 2 million coins for De Bruyne. So I'm going to have that 1 million coins. And instead of me just sitting there with 1 million coins doing nothing, instead I'm going to purchase Team of the Year De Gea, use him for like a week or two, and then when I've got another 1 million coins together, sell him and go and buy De Bruyne. Now, two things. First of all, yes, I will lose money on tax. Second of all, yes, the card might depreciate a bit. It's steadily coming down in price now anyway. So those two things have to be considered. But the reason why I'm going to do it anyway is because it will just look better. Like, I have 5 Team of the Years in my team. Let me get De Gea and make it 6 with Bale and Henry. That's 8 of my 11 cards that people are going to look at and go, holy crap, what can I do against this guy? And, you know, I don't lose many games at the moment. I can't remember the last time I lost 2 games in a row or anything like that. The last 3 weekend leagues, obviously I went 23-7 2 weeks ago. I've since played loads of rivals games and lost 1. I went 14-1 in champs last week, and I'm 5-0 after my first 5 games in champs this week. And my team gets me stuff that it never used to, and that's rage quits. I never used to get this many rage quits. I get a lot now. And the reason why I get a lot is because I think people, that they get defeated when they see my team. You know, when I see a massive team, even though I have a massive team, when I see a massive team, I'm like, oh, for crying out loud. And if I go 1-0 down, it makes me play different. It makes me think different. It makes me act different. And I want that wow factor of my team. And getting Team of the Year De Gea will literally just have people look at my team and just see so much blue that I will have already won the mental battle. And it causes people to quit at 1-0s and 2-0s in rivals as well. Whereas before, but I never used to get rage quits in rivals, like ever. And last week, I think I went like 10 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss in rivals in Division 1. That's insane. And it's largely due to my team. Like this guy's team, I looked at this guy's team, I'm like, oh, this is a really nice team. No, it's not. When he looks at my team, he's thinking, oh, for crying out loud, this pay-to-win MF, dude. And that's why I want De Gea in my team, even though it's going to cost me some coins, because it's just going to give me an edge, man. And that's what I'm looking for. So that's why I'm going for De Gea. But ultimately, yes, Team of the Year De Gea will not be much of an upgrade on regular De Gea. Regular De Gea is like 99% of a perfect player, and Team of the Year De Gea is like 100% of a perfect player. Is 1 million coins worth it for that 1%? No. But it's the mental edge, it's the mental gain that it gives me that you can't put a price on. You know, there's no amount of coins that can get that. The next comment is from Thomas Crosby. He says, NepentheZ, I've been grinding all week. EA, here's your weekly 600k. What I hope is, I hope that you can now see, guys, first and foremost, why playing all 30 games is irrelevant. I went Elite 3 2 weeks ago, and I got really good rewards. I went Gold 3 last weekend, and I got really good rewards. And that is one of the fundamental issues with FIFA, that it doesn't matter how good you are, it matters how lucky you are. And that's an issue in this game, and that's what turns a lot of people off from playing a lot of this game. I would play the hell out of this game if being better and getting better meant that I earned more. I would play it way, way more than I currently do. The other thing that I want to like kind of clarify with you guys is, do you see now, especially with what I've shown you and what we've been doing on Mixer all week, do you see now how many packs I open? It's very big, right? I open lots of packs. I've run through about 6 League SBCs this week. We've done some of the upgrade packs. We've opened reward packs, marquee matchup packs, other SBC packs. I've opened so many more packs than your normal person that I'm eventually bound to just hit something, you know? And that's just the way it is. So yeah, I hope that you guys realize now that I'm not like just, I don't open like 2 packs and hit 3 massive cards. I open like 50 packs and hit 1 or 2 massive cards. And I think that's a fair trade-off. Like if you open 10 packs and you don't hit anything, and I open 50 packs and I hit 1 thing, I'm not more lucky than you. I've just given myself more of a chance to hit something than you. You know, if you open 50 packs, you might hit 1 big thing. You might hit 3 big things or whatever, you know? So that's where we're at with that. And on that note, Jacob says, Nick packed UCL Messi on the first owner road to glory. And I was so happy for Nick for him to hit Messi, because Messi's a player that he absolutely loves, right? And I think he said it's the first time he's ever packed Messi on a first owner or on a road to glory in general for poor man's, which is great. But it's brilliant because he's on the first owner still and he's sticking to it. It's really, really good that he got Messi. I personally don't think that Messi card is great, literally because of stamina and height, right? He just doesn't fit the meta of the game. I also think Nick's crazy for using Zola in his team. Like, Zola's way too small for this game. But it's really good that Nick got that. But here's where I'm so delighted that I went away from the first owner road to glory. It took Nick, I want to say, 80 to 100 of those 2-player upgrade packs to hit that Messi. Maybe 60 to 80. And they're going for about 8 to 10k each. So he's spent, I would say, at least 500,000 coins worth of in-game value, you know, using the gold cards that he used to get those cards, to get that Messi that is worth, the Champions League Messi is worth 950k. So yes, he has got, if he did 100 of them, he's spent nearly 800,000 coins to get an untradeable Messi that's worth 950,000 coins. Now for his series, that's a brilliant trade-off. If somebody said to you, give me 800,000 coins worth of content, you get the untradeable Messi and you get all the other stuff that comes with that content, because he obviously got, you know, another 150 blue players that he's put into other upgrades or he's stored in his club here or there. You know, I know he did a lot of the UCL premium upgrade packs and such. I know he got Dzeko twice and James Rodriguez, which again, aren't really cards that do good for him because they don't fit into his team or whatever. But for me, if he would have not done those cards and instead sold those players or used those players in League SBCs, he could have gone and bought a Team of the Year card, a Team of the Year Marcelo, or a Team of the Year De Gea. Or with the 3.7 million coins he already has, he could have put those, he could have sold those items, now had 4.7 million coins and gone and bought Team of the Year Neymar. Or he could have gone and bought, I don't know what 95 Ronaldinho is. I can't imagine he's too cheap. He's 7 million, but he could have gone and bought 94 Ronaldinho for 2.9 million. So 1/3 or so of the price that he's put into those blue packs could have been a third of, you know, or what he's put into those blue packs is a third of his way to Ronaldinho. And when you do that so much, and this is where I think people really, really underestimate the amount of packs Nick and I opened whilst on the first owner, and I also think it's why they don't really gather how I'm making so many coins so quickly now, because I'm not first owner. When you put it into that perspective, all of those packs that Nick's opened, I could have put towards the coins I already have and bought Team of the Year De Bruyne, and I've opened still some of them. I probably opened about 10 or 15, so I probably wasted 100 to 200,000 coins on them, where I could have sold those cards instead. And right now, that's stopping me from getting De Gea right now. And when you see that, when you see Nick's perspective versus my perspective, you really get to understand why I say to you guys that Rude Hullet wasn't impactful for my account. That Rude Hullet made me lazy because I stopped doing upgrade packs. I stopped doing everything because I just had loads of coins, right? And slowly but surely my coins dwindled away. Then I was like, okay, we're not doing first owner anymore. And I started grinding the account. And you see how quickly I make coins and how quickly I've improved my team to the point where in a week or two from now, I'm going to have 7 Team of the Years in my club, plus Henry and Bale, plus Trent FFS, and probably Patrick Vieira's prime icon. My team's going to be all but done. Team of the Year Ronaldo and Team of the Year Neymar are the only players that would realistically get into my team from this point onwards. And with that, the last comment we'll take from today is for Zach. He says, Nep, your team is so good at the moment. I don't think any Team of the Season player will get into your team. And that is a genuine concern. I could not have imagined we would have a team this good by this stage of the game. Never in a million years. But we're going to keep grinding. And what we'll do is I'll talk about this a lot more in tomorrow's episode, but we're going to grind Team of the Season to help us get more Team of the Years through the methods that we're still going. But guys, this is the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.